Hello there people, it's me once again, Renegade Falls. Today I'm playing some Plague Inc. because I thought, well, why not play some games that I've purchased in the Steam sales, seeing as they're on at the moment, which will date this video. But anyway, so I bought Plague Inc. because I've been playing Pandemic recently, the board game, which is awesome, and if you haven't played it, you should play it. But either way, it's sort of this, but it's the reverse, where you have to kill the disease. And this, so, look at that, you are the disease. As you can see, I played it a little bit. Once you start off, you only have the bacteria. You unlock things as you go along. I haven't played as a parasite yet, so I decided I'm going to play as a parasite. And I've unlocked a few of the genetic modifiers. The bonus DNA to start off with, bonus mutation, increasing land speed, and then I haven't got anything else for the other two. But yep, that's what we're going to go with. We're going to do it on normal, because why not? I'm not using any cheats either, because you don't do cheating here. Name your plague. Parasite. I don't know, just call it Paras. Never mind. Park. Okay. Select a location to begin with. Right, well, after playing a few times, I realised that places that have ports and airports are pretty useful as starting points. That's why I like either starting in India, China, started in Brazil once, but I think I'm going to stick to China, like I did in my last one with the brain slugs. RQ begins in China. So you get some disease. I've already got some DNA points, but you need to collect DNA points, as it says here, to level up your disease, to make it evolve, which is a good point. May as well look at that now. So on the bottom here, you've got how much DNA you've got, where you started, all this nonsense. The infectivity of it, you want to get that pretty high, pretty quick, I'd say. Severity, you want to keep that relatively low at the start, and the lethality, you don't want to touch until basically the end, until you're ready. Now, how you do that with these three tabs up here. So you have the transmission, which also which does have different effects. For example, the birds don't do land transmission, but they're good at getting to places by air. Rats are good in urban, and livestock's good in rural. Blood's good in poor places. Hot climates for insects, and water and air is just generically good anyway. As you go along, they open up trees that you can get more skills in. Symptoms, they start off basic: insomnia, cysts, anemia, a rash, coughing, and the nausea. But as you get along to the centre here, you get things like catastrophic organ failure, which is always good for a laugh once you're a plague. But yeah, we'll see what we'll do now. And I haven't actually seen this ability yet. What's this? Tuning horse makes it less likely to be noticed. Oh, that's pretty cool. Cold resistance, heat resistance, and drug resistance. Yeah, they're just basic. So the cold resistance, cold countries, you're not going to be able to spread as fast unless you've got the cold resistance. The heat resistance, obviously hot countries. Rich countries have drugs, so you need to be resistant to them. And there's a bunch of other stuff as you go along. Let's see. 12 points. Would be a good start. I'd say probably getting into the water supply. It's probably a good place to start off, being infectious. So, yay! Successfully evolved park. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of different areas around the world. They're not individual countries. Some of them are actually sort of conglomerate, like Central Europe is everything from Switzerland to, well, almost. What is that country? I can't even think. Hungary, whatever. Oh. You get random events every so often like this as well. Got a lovely festival of love in China, which means everybody's kissing each other, which spreads my disease even quicker, which is always good. Okay, spreading from person to person in China. But yes, you get larger land masses, and you need to get into all the land masses and infect all the population that are there. As you can see in this little bar at the bottom here, you can go in slow. You start off slow, you have one person infected. As you go along, it gets faster and faster. London Olympics have been postponed. No, that's unfortunate. If London Olympics are on, you can easily get to the UK to infect people. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to do that this time. More disease points into the air supply. So what you want to do to begin with, or what I do anyway, usually to begin with, is I just try to infect the entire world, hopefully without being noticed. If you're lucky and you don't get noticed, you can actually then just save up a load of DNA points, infecting hundreds. You save loads of DNA points and just kill everybody in one go, which is good fun. What do we want next? That's exactly 17 points to all that. So, as you can see as well, there's ports and there's airports in certain locations. There's an airport and there's a port in China. Boats can leave your infected country. Inflammation. So you want to avoid it. Some of the events you get, scientists will become good at curing something specific, so you want to avoid that symptom. Which I can't actually see yet. I think inflammation's beer somewhere. You want to avoid that because it'll make it easier for the scientists to cure you. Now, once you start off, nobody really cares about JOC. There's no research priority. I'm only infecting China, and China only has 3,000 infected. That's not particularly a large amount. I haven't killed anybody yet, so nobody really cares about it. Let's look at the different tabs. As such, there's no research coming. Like, there's no scientists coming after you to kill you. Once you start killing people, or once you just infect loads of people, they'll start looking for you. And I didn't even know this page was a thing. Whatever. They'll start looking for you and they'll try and create a cure. But don't worry, there are ways that you can save yourself. Now I've managed to move into Kazakhstan as well, which is always good. Let's go back to this. Let's increase the air transmission. Now, this is a really good transmission method. This is my favourite, the extreme bioaerosol. It basically means you can just get anywhere in the world relatively quickly. Particularly if you're infected somewhere that's got an airport and a port. But just increase the speed a bit. Oh, new infected area. Central Asia has also been infected. But, and we've also got Japan as well. Japan counts as a rich country though, which you can see if you click on it. It says beer. There's a little dollar sign. Got lots more teeth. Yep, here we go. Now the spread is. So yeah, that's because Japan's rich. They have good drugs, and the drugs are actually bad for you as a disease because it slows your rate of infection. Which mine is actually spread quite quickly. Now, people with TB. Oop. Oh yeah, as you saw there, I mutated. Oh, the disease mutated on its own. And it got the cysts symptom, which I don't want yet, because I want to hide for as long as I can, so I'm going to devolve that, and I'm going to evolve so I can now infect people through the air much quicker. But I need to get drugs resistance as well for Japan, so I can infect them as quick as possible. And that unlocks the genetic hardening, which I also want to get as quick as possible. That's a really good one to get, because that slows down research against your disease. Now, as you can see, these red splodges, that's my disease, which is now more infectious than HIV, spreading around the world. You basically want to get this entire map to turn red. How did I get there? Not sure how I managed to get there, but that's not good. I've been found in Kazakhstan. That means that they will be trying to search for a cure for me now. They'll start to. Yep, there we go. Kazakhstan's already looking for a cure to stop me. Now I'm gonna increase to do that as well, actually. Be less likely to be noticed. So notice it makes it more likely to be transmitted. Oh, I need to get that as well, actually. Oh, and I'll get the cold weather whilst I'm at it, so I can easily infect Russia next. Let's have a look at... Oh, China's almost in. So the red bar is how many people are infected, the blue is how many people aren't infected, and eventually there will be a black bar of how many people you've killed. I just, yep, infected the US of A there. Infected everywhere. Oh. Oh, and slow as well, jeez. Sorry for that, got a bit of a cough because I've been ill for a while. Anyway. Oh, geez. As you can see, the bioaerosol spreading of the disease is actually really super quick. If you click off all the countries, or all the provinces, and you click on the world, it tells you all the places you've infected, and I have infected the majority of the world. Only 22% of people are infected, so I've got the majority of provinces, but not the majority of people yet. It's currently taking Kazakhstan, Korea, and China 30 years to research a cure for me, which is good. I keep that priority as low as possible for as long as possible. There's also these events. These are pretty useful events. Heavy flooding in New Guinea. That means there will be just random people are just going to die in New Guinea, hopefully. Yep, there we go. 5,000 people just died in New Guinea. And that helps me out because I don't have to kill them anymore. They've already died. They can be quite useful late on in the game if you don't have many people left. Infections than the common cold. Hey. Yeah, if you don't have many people left and you want to just try and you want to kill as many people as you can, but they're researching a cure for you, those random events that just kill off thousands of people are pretty useful. Resistance, that's always good. I love that as well because then they're not going to notice me as much. Next I'll probably research these up here because that'll make it much quicker for me to infect all these hot and cold countries. Things like Australia. Collecting all the DNAs. But yeah, the deserts, Australia. Greenland's a particularly annoying one as well, as is Iceland, because it just takes so long to infect everybody. If you're lucky, speed that process up and not get noticed for a long time. So where have we got left to infect actually? Morocco, West Africa, Algeria and Central Africa. So it's these four Middle East here, which are probably difficult because of the temperature of the areas. So they count as hot. Insomnia symptom, I don't want that. Symptoms. Evolve. You do get points back for devolving, which is useful as well. So I can use them. Just 30 points. Okay, I'm a bit short on that one. You can use them then to increase your infection rate, or there we go. We just got Central Africa, so that means there's only 3 places left that I haven't infected. Algeria, West Africa, Morocco. So just this bit of Africa here. Sometimes you just get nonsense reports like that one. Banks are doing well, whatever. Oh, we got Africa. Oh, Algeria, just Morocco left then. Good going. Still don't have enough points to increase the infection rate in hot countries though. Canada and America are going quite slow as well. Quite why Alaska's in Canada, I don't know. Where the slow grind happens in the game, unfortunately. Once you're waiting, so I'll speed it up. Once you're waiting for your points to come on in. Oh, there we go. There's some. Yeah, once you wait your points to come in, so you can just infect those last places. Humans worldwide begin worshipping Helix Fossil. I wonder what that's a reference to. There we go. Finally got Morocco. Okay, so now what? Jaded the anemia, so don't want that. So what you wanna do, or what I do, is I wait until I've infected the entire population of the world before I start to get points in lethality. Because as soon as you start putting points in becoming lethal, everybody comes after you as quickly as they can. The research will go from low to high, and you'll have countries like America, who has a really high research rate. Click on it, there you go. It's got a really high research ranking. Or you'll get the UK, any of the sort of the rich classified countries in the game. They'll come after you, and they'll come after you very quickly. It's surprising how quickly the game can turn against you if you just misplan that one action. Right, so world, we've almost got the 7 billion people in the world infected. Take that DNA. What do I want to do though? How am I gonna? What should I go with? So symptoms. Usually I'd go with insomnia and I'd work my way up to organ failure. But inflammation's on that route. And I know that inflammation is now easily stopped. So what should I go with? Coughing, nausea. Coughing would increase effectivity the most. Maybe I should go with that. Although it doesn't really matter anymore because I won't almost infect everybody anyway. Alright, well at this point in the game I'm going to increase the speed even more. This is literally just... Yes, I know how to kill people. This is literally now just waiting for the DNA to roll in so that you can kill everybody off. Don't want insomnia. Maybe I should go with nausea down to dysentery. That's always a good laugh. It's the last holdouts of people on Earth then. Probably in Greenland? No, fully infected. Oh, almost missed that point there. It was Morocco was the last place infected. Oh no, they're all infected. I guess everybody on Earth's infected then. Usually it pops up with a message unless I clicked off it without realising it. 48 points. I don't think that's enough yet, really. You want to get about 80 points before you go lethal, I'd say. 80, 85. So you can work your way to the really lethal rash. You do. Flew through sweating, poor hygiene. It's not very lethal though. I think I'll move from nausea. Although I could go from coughing. But well, either way, I think I'll go from nausea. I'll try to get to the lethal catastrophic organ failure. Go away. Yeah, catastrophic organ failure. And hopefully, I'll be able to get everybody killed before the cure for me is discovered. Which is still going to take another 45 years apparently. But as I say, that'll speed up quick smart as soon as I start turning lethal. Almost there. 82. One more points should do it. Okay, come on. There we go. 86, there we go, right, okay. So, let's cause everybody to get nauseated, start vomiting, pulmonary edema, fatal heart abnormality. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's partially lethal. Pulmonary fibrosis. Extreme coughing. Here we go. Total organ failure. We still got 30 points. What should we go with? Lymphoma. Immunosuppression. Yeah, alright. We'll suppress immunities. Sneezing. What's that? Diarrhea. You know what? Yeah, sorry. They can vomit and they can shit themselves at the same time. I don't mind. So now you'll see the death toll will rise quite sharply. You say started research on a cure. That's not good. So yeah, first death in the Caribbean. Last healthy person has been infected finally. So yes, people, there we go, they're starting to die quite swiftly, but as you can see now, medium research priority. Key contributors, not USA, even though I just said it, they should be. And look at that, just went from 45 days to 338 days almost instantly. Hopefully now, that doesn't matter, I already infected everybody. Try to fight the cure. So yes, as I was saying earlier, once they start to try and cure you, once this percentage bar hits 100%, you lose, you die, basically. The red bar will go blue again as they cure people. And the only way to slow it down is if you come back into the abilities list and you get the genetic reshuffle, which reduces the percentage, the total percentage that the researchers have. But I'm banking this time, hopefully I have enough lethality to kill everybody before killing more people than smallpox already, which is great fun. But yeah, I have enough lethality to... Oh, dysentery. Well, that's useful. That should have increased my lethality a little bit. Symptoms. Dysentery. Complete breakdown of the digestive system causes infected sewage, dehydration, starvation, and death. What's that? Sanity. Doesn't give you any lethality, but it makes it more severe. Is there anything else around you that would... What's that? Fever. 16 points. Alright, if I get a few more points, I might buy fever just to push it a bit further. They are researching quite quickly now. 140 days, that's not good. Russia's becoming... we get into breakdown because of the park cure. Cure is likely to happen. Alright, let's increase lethality. Hopefully that'll swing it a bit. Yeah, there we go, that's increased the speed. 13 points. It's 29. See if I can get to 29, get some what is it? Coma. See if I can get the coma trait as well. So I think I'll probably kill everybody. Oh, actually, no, there we go, layer 32. Everybody into comas. And yeah, this is safely won, I think. And as the world starts to die, lovely bright red goes to fall into anarchy. Ooh. Yeah, the lovely bright red goes dark, and the map, countries that don't exist anymore, let's turn off all that, will go black, because their entire population has died. But it looks like no one's died yet. Oh yeah, this is safely in the bad. 41% research. It'll take them 2 years to research cure because I've killed off the majority of the population now. And 500 million left. Quarter of a billion. Oh, there we go. India's died. India no longer exists. Oops, wrong button. Oh, I can buy smaller. Systemic infection. Yep, that sounds good. Tumors are great. There we go. We'll have that. Brazil, Caribbean, and the Balkan states have all succumbed to PARC. Oh, the last 100 million. UK has died. That's not good. That's where I am. Zimbabwe and Egypt. And they're a bit too late for the global priority level to be level 6, but there we go. 50 million. Here we go. Now there's large amounts of countries dying off. See what the last country is. So look, UK's got 4 million. Russia's already dead. India's dead. China, 3 million. Looks like China's gonna outlast America. We got left. Well, the Americans don't look too bad. And New Zealand as well. Oh, and New Guinea, even though they had that tragic accident. What they got left? 5,000. Not many. Last million people on Earth. 500,000. Mexico gone. Ooh. Magic days. Ark to eradicate humans. Last bit of DNA. So I'll see if I can get anything else that'll be interesting. Abscess, cysts. Oh yeah. You know what, let's just make everybody sweat. Sweat out the last few days of their life. Oh, 40,000 people left. Still quite a lot of countries for 40,000 people though. China died before America, ooh. Surprise. Last 3,000 people. Argentina, Norway, Bolivia, Middle East, Saudi Arabia. That's 500 people in Norway and Saudi Arabia. It's gonna be the last country allowed. Norway it is. Well done, Norway. You win. Congratulations. You outlived everybody else. There we go. Hey, and I got an achievement. Ark has successfully eliminated all life on Earth, plus one tsunami. So yeah, that's restart. That's the parasite. So what do I unlock now? Freon. We'll go with that then.